undoubtedly it is way too early for the average college football fan to be worrying about all of this. But if you're a Wolverine or a Buckeye faithful, it's never too early for a Michigan versus Ohio State 2020 preview. Let's break down the game taking place on December 12th here on Intermittent Sports. Hello and welcome to Intermittent Sports, the channel where we go over these Michigan Wolverines, the Detroit Lions, the Detroit Pistons, and the Detroit Tigers. So if you're a fan of 1, 2, 3, or all 4 of those teams, go ahead and subscribe right there, hit that bell notification so you don't miss any of the Michigan sports action. Today we're previewing Michigan versus Ohio State, the Wolverines versus the Buckeyes, the Maize and Blue versus the Scarlet and Gray. Now if you're new to the channel, here's how I do these previews. When you see me in this shirt, I am a Michigan fan. I'm giving you the point of view from a Michigan fan's perspective, which for transparency purposes, I actually am a Michigan fan. And when I'm in this outfit, I'm a Buckeyes fan, but only for the sake of this video. Let's get it. Yeah, we understand. Ohio State has beaten my Michigan Wolverines in 14 of the last 15 matchups. And it would be 15 out of 16 if you guys didn't cheat and have to vacate one of those wins. Because, well, a Buckeye's gonna Buckeye. But while most people would look at that from a negative perspective, I'm more of a glass half full kind of guy. Meaning that the tides have to turn eventually. So why not now? We already made the move in the offseason to Joe Milton at the quarterback position. No more vanilla, can get the job done under center and be steady for the Michigan Wolverines. It's more upside and positivity for us. It's all about potential, baby. To be honest, speed in space has been a little bit of a myth since it was first mentioned in Ann Arbor. I don't think that's going to be the case this year. It's going to be a reality. With our starting receivers being Mike Sanderstill, Giles Jackson, and Ronnie Bell, our tight end being an athletic Nick Eubanks, and the fast and quick trio at running back with Zach Charbonnet, Hassan Haskins, and Chris Evans, we should finally be able to take advantage of that sloth that is Tough Borland and Ohio State's defense. We'll be able to score in bunches, which is clearly what is needed in this rivalry game recently. Well, considering Ryan Day said he's going to put up 100 against you guys, and I fully believe him, I'd say you're right on that. The problem for you guys, this new quarterback that you're so high on has only thrown 11 passes at the University of Michigan, and 2 of them went for interceptions, and you have a new offensive line. Oh, never mind me. I'm just Ohio State's defensive line licking its chops. And as we've seen in recent matchups, Michigan is clearly not talented enough to keep up with us on either side of the football. These contests, if that's what you'd like to call them, have all but been decided early into the third quarter. Jim Harbaugh is now an embarrassing 0-5 against my squad. 3 of those games have been decided by 23 points or more, and 1 win was by 11 points. It literally hasn't even been a battle for us. It's been a pleasure and a joy kicking your butts every single year, and then watching you whine and moan until 365 days later when we do it again. I don't have a watch, but it's like clockwork, baby. Also, how about Don Brown in this series? This mastermind who blitzes against teams that have really fast receivers and really smart quarterbacks has surrendered 30, 31, 62, and 56 points in his 4 tries. That's 45 points per game, bro. And it'd be much worse if we didn't always do the right thing and throw in the towel way too early. Heck, even when you guys sat in zone, you couldn't guard our receivers long enough to avoid the separation and annihilation. This year, Brown will have to plot against Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave, and Julian Fleming, as well as, of course, Justin Fields. This one's going to get really ugly for you guys right away. Trust me when I say this. Firing Don Brown will be Jim Harbaugh's last play before he himself is canned. You can't stay at Michigan or Ohio State if you can't beat their biggest rival. Believe me, I know from experience. I mean, you're absolutely right. Trust me when I say that we're on record pretty much being in agreement. But again, I divert to the notion that eventually things have to start going right for us. I mean, the good guys always win in the end, right? There's a lot of young and fresh speed on the defensive side of the football this season. A lot of guys who can really get after it and get some pressure on the passer. Kwity Paye, Chris Hinton, Cam McGrone. I have more faith than ever that our secondary won't have to guard your receivers for so long this time around. An issue that has been recurring for quite some time now. And with Day running his mouth and japping his jaws, we have real bulletin board material this season. This rivalry is going to start meaning more. We got way too complacent because we beat you guys for so long. I mean, we literally made you get rid of John Cooper. But it's finally time to take you seriously, I guess. We're sick of it. The team, the town, the fan base, everybody is just tired of hearing that we can't win this game. That all ends now. Let me think. Where have I heard this spiel before? 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I could get used to this. We even let you be favored 2 seasons ago and you got throttled 62-39. Remember how I was talking about the talent gap earlier? Well, check this out. Take a look at this recruiting graphic. Only once in the Jim Harbaugh era in 2019 did you finish ahead of us. Our average recruiting since then, 5th. Yours, 15th. That's why we own you guys. That's why these games haven't even been close. That's why 2 of your best players, Ambry Thomas and Nico opted out and stayed opted out, and ours, who were opted out, opted in. That was a tongueful, but it all made sense. Because we know that we're here playing for titles, and your season always ends in Columbus, if not before. In my mind, Thomas and Collins opting out shows just how weak the mental state is in the state of Michigan. You're so aware of the eventual beatdown that you're throwing in the towel even before an actual attempt or try. And you know what? These guys probably made a great decision for themselves to not be a part of that embarrassment in 2020. After all, the year's been difficult enough. The Buckeyes win this one 63-30. I don't really think we're going to put up 100 on you guys, but as a Wolverines fan, it sure as heck is going to feel like it. Again, this kind of cockiness is exactly what we need to light our fire the way it used to be lit before. I can only hope that your favorite team is every bit as cocky as you are, sitting in your mama's basement and eating Cheetos. The buck stops here, literally. Michigan 41, Ohio State 35. Wow, that one got heated, but I wouldn't expect anything less out of the greatest rivalry in all of college football. It used to be, until he ruined it by getting obliterated annually. Ouch. Low blow. So what do you guys think? Does Ohio State continue on with its annual affair of whooping Michigan's tail? Or does Michigan finally get a backbone and punch back with a W? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Be sure to give a score prediction and how you arrived at that score. I'll see you guys down there. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, especially if you're a Michigan Wolverines fan. We'll be here all season long. On your screen now are 2 videos that you might be interested in. Go ahead and click on them. They're fun to watch, I promise. I don't know what the 2 videos are right now, to be honest with you, but I'm gonna pick 2 juicy ones, okay? So just click on whichever one entices you, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.